Welcome trainers, Watts here, and today we are going to be going over all of the changes that were made in Gen 7 from previous generations, or all relevant ones to VGC. So this is going to be really sweet. This is going to mean a lot for what the VGC metagame is going to look like, so let's just jump into this. So first off, we're going to be looking at different abilities and specific Pokemon changes that they made. So for Gengar, they removed Levitate in favor of Cursed Body. So there's obviously a nerf to Gengar. Levitate removed his ground type weakness and now he has that. So you can no longer pair him with Earthquake users like Garchomp, which is actually really sad to see happen. And yeah, overall this is just going to be a massive nerf to Gengar. He's still going to be good. I mean, I think he's still going to be very good in my opinion, but this is definitely a really big nerf and takes him down about a tier. Next up is a Gale Wings nerf. So this now only gives priority when the Pokemon is at full HP. So this is a pretty big hit to Talonflame. I feel like in Gengar's case, the Pokemon's still going to be good. Talonflame will still be good, but it definitely drops it down a tier because you still have access to your priority Tailwind and your priority Brave Bird, but the second you use Brave Bird for the first time, you can no longer use it priority anymore. But Talonflame is a 126 base speed Pokemon, which is extremely fast. Barely anything outspeeds it, so I don't think this will make that much of a difference. And if you priority get up Tailwind, then you don't really need the priority anyway. But yeah, this definitely drops Talonflame down a tier because priority versus not priority is a pretty big difference. So yeah, that's definitely a nerf to take in note. So next up is Pelipper now gains access to the ability Drizzle as a hidden ability. So that is really crazy. We're seeing a lot of previous Pokemon getting new weather control abilities like Alolan Ninetales. So it'll be really interesting with the Tapus around. We're going to have Terrain War, and we're also seemingly going to have normal Weather Wars. So this will be really interesting to see. Now Pelipper seems really good actually. Its bulk is pretty decent. Flying Water is a pretty decent typing, and with Drizzle it's just really crazy. And it has access to U-turns, so if you want a Switch Initiative weather setup Pokemon, then that works. So moving on, Torkoal gains Drought as an ability, so that's really crazy. I haven't looked too much into Torkoal's stats, but it having Drought obviously makes it notable. Then Gigalith gets Sandstream, and it's a very tanky Pokemon that'll probably make it used. And Vanillux gains Snow Warning. Now, I doubt Vanillux will be the priority pick for a Snow team over Ninetales, but possible. And then Beartic gains Slush Rush, and Slush Rush is a new ability that is the exact same as Sand Rush, but for Hail. So, double speed in Hail. So that is a really good ability. Beartic only has a 50 speed stat, so that'll up it to 100, but it's still really cool because it's got decent bulk. Next up, Suicune, Entei, and Raikou have lost their current hidden abilities in favor of Inner Focus. So this is a total nerf. Their previous hidden abilities were very good in Flash Fire, Volt Absorb, and Water Absorb, but Inner Focus is much worse. It's more useful than Pressure, so hopefully this means that they will have access to the hidden ability because previously we didn't, so they only got Pressure, and Pressure is a very bad ability. So Inner Focus is better. You don't have to worry about Fake Out, you don't have to worry about possible Crunch flinches or whatever, or Rock Slide flinches actually. It's very notable. So yeah, moving on to moves. So Sucker Punch's base power was reduced from 80 to 70. That's pretty big. Sucker Punch will definitely still be used. It's definitely still great, but notable nerf to Sucker Punch, probably needed. Next up is Leech Life, base power increased from 20 to 80. That's a massive increase in Leech Life's base power. So definitely make it a good move. It's like a Giga Drain, but for Bug. This is a really good buff for Bug types, I feel. This isn't OP, but it's very good. And seeing Bug types get a buff like this is really good. So next up we've got Thunder Wave, accuracy changed from 100% to 90%. Coupled with the paralysis change, Thunder Wave is probably going to be a very underused move. It got massively nerfed. Same with Swagger, accuracy changed from 90% to 85%, and the confusion changes, so Swagger also seemingly going to see little play. But then there's Dark Void, which is unable to be taught by Smeargle, and for whatever reason the accuracy was also adjusted. But Smeargle, no more Dark Void in VGC. It's incredible. I love it. It's so great. So next up we've got Ally Switch, which I feel is a very underutilized move. I think it actually is very decent and should see at least a little bit of play, especially in VGC 16 when protecting the legendaries was a very important thing to do. Like protecting a Xerneas seems really crazy to me to be able to switch your Xerneas around after it gets up its Geomancy just to mess with your opponent. They can't focus it down like they tried to. So Ally Switch seems like a very underutilized move that I'd like to see in the future, but it got a little increase in power from priority +1 to priority +2, so who knows, maybe you'll see some experimentation in the future. So moving on, the move pools of Pokemon have also been adjusted. So for example, Flygon now has access to Dragon Dance, which is really cool, and then Dodrio has access to Jump Kick and Sword Dance, and Dodrio also got an increase in its speed stat from 100 to 110. So there's probably some other move pool adjustments, but I haven't really seen them. These are the most notable ones I feel that people are talking about. So moving on to the stat changes. So I already mentioned the Dodrio change, and then in addition to that, there's an Executor change, there's a Pelipper change, which is really good now that he has Drizzle, and yeah, you can just see some of the other changes here if they matter to you. Overall, it doesn't seem like there's anything really crazy here. Just some like nice buffs to bad Pokemon. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to smack that like button. Make sure to subscribe to see more VGC content. And I am just going to be pumping these out. I'm so excited to be finally covering actual strategy for VGC 17. So thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. I lied real quick. I just want to give a shout out to ProDan VGC on Twitter. I will put his @ right here. And yeah, just go check him out because he has really good taste in Pokemon. And make sure to follow me on Twitter. And if you have really great taste in Pokemon, I will also shout you out on my channel. So thank you so much for watching again. Peace, guys.